Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is what is my purpose? Now, we all have these expectations of what our life purpose is. We think, oh, I'm supposed to be an artist. I'm supposed to write the great novel. I'm supposed to explore brave new worlds. And that could be part of your purpose. Here's the thing, you are an infinite being and you can create anything you want in this reality. I will have to say that we end up creating turns out to be perfect in a way that we couldn't possibly imagine, but that's because as consciousness, we have a bigger imagination than what our body personality has. So really, we come in with a spectrum of possibilities. We have, I tend to look at it in terms of color. So for instance, when I look at somebody's energy essence, let's say their energy is a lime green, that person, I would fasten my seatbelts because that person is there to innovate, to bring change, to do something that's never been done before. So that would be, um, somebody who's exploring a brave new world, a new continent. That would be somebody who's going to invent something. Uh, that person is on the leading edge in bringing in something that's never been done before. There aren't a lot of people who vibrate at that level of green. I would say spring green, lime green. Um, the next spectrum is somebody who is sunlight gold, and a person who's a sunlight gold, they are an adventurer. They are a pioneer or a scout. They're the person who is bringing in that new information, and they are blazing trails with it. How that manifests as you is that you're not afraid of new things. You're excited about going to new places. Grass does not grow under your feet. They are light bringers. We feel compelled to bring light into dark places because we're bringing in that new information to help people. The next level is someone who is a settler. So their energy level tends to be a blue. That can be a spectrum from a person who's like a natural born healer, a communicator healer, a person who ends up being like a hands-on healer. In sort of terms of being a settler, they were the people who also grounded energy into form, grounded what the pioneers were bringing, the adventurers, the trailblazers are bringing. They're the ones that manifest that into form. This is often why you find people who have completely different purposes being attracted to each other because they need each other. The light bringer needs somebody to help ground what they're doing, and the settler needs some light in their life. So when they're by themselves, they're off balance. I do think that we are here also to be able to balance ourselves. And at a certain point in your life, you learn how to do the other thing that doesn't come to you easily. So some pros and cons. When you're a light bringer, you actually do tend to find yourself in dark places a lot or in dark relationships. You find that attractive because you want to turn on the lights. Problem with that is that a lot of time people are really comfortable sitting in the dark. And you turn the lights on and you have hurt their eyes. And yet they've manifested you in their life as well. Second part of this is if you're a settler, a natural born healer, that's a person who creates a safe place. Their downside is that they can get too settled, whereas the light bringer is changing or breaking family patterns. The settler is there solidifying them into form, and sometimes those patterns aren't very healthy, and those people are just feel mired in or stuck with that. The two of them don't tend to understand each other because the settler is like, why on earth would I uproot myself from my hometown and go off to do crazy things in another country, in another language, or whatever? On the other hand, the light bringer's going, why did that person stay behind? Why on earth would that piece of person stay in the hometown? Why did they go into the family business? No understanding between both of them that they are actually both important in this world, and each bringing in a unique vibration that is needed. You will find these natural born settlers and healers is that they're healers. They create safe places for people. They often have a wonderful, warm and grounded vibration. Am I forgetting something? Oh, yeah. You know what? There's people whose natural color is pink, and that's the color of love. There is a healing saint. I don't know if she's still alive. Her name is Amma. I think that's what it is. She's in India, and she's like the hugging saint. And that's really all she does is hug people. And she travels around the world, and people line up for 6 hours at a time to receive a hug from her. This woman is nothing but a heart chakra. This she and she is there to bring in love. Now, as I mentioned, we're all part of a spectrum, and we have these elements within us. And I dare say that in any light bringer, there is the slight color of green to do something brand new that's never been done before. There's also the element of, let's say, a sky blue, which is a communication healer. And then the healers themselves, the settlers, they can bring in a lighter vibration for themselves as well. They learn to boldly go where they've never gone before, which might not be leaving their hometown, but it might be unlocking their artistic self and discover that they've actually been a writer this whole time. Notice if this resonates for you and leave me a comment. I'd love to read your comments. Also, please like and subscribe to this video, share it with your family and friends. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I have a blog and I have recordings from my radio show and all sorts of other things that are on my website, joan-newcomb.com. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.